Hey guys, and welcome to Toribash Replay Showcase with me, Jack Morris from Man on Fire Films. So this week... Hey, are you wondering why this video isn't in HD? Well, there is a very, very simple answer for that. I fucked up! It happens from time to time. Sometimes I'll set up fraps wrong or set up the game wrong and it'll just simply capture the standard. Now, normally, under these circumstances, we just re-record the episode. You know, I fucked up, we just redo it. But as some of you will know, we are kind of in the middle of some pretty bad technical difficulties right now, so I had to record these episodes kind of in advance, and I no longer have the ability to re-record them. So I apologise, but this week's episode of the Toribash Replay Showcase and next week's episode will be in standard. After that, we'll be back up to HD. It still looks good for standard, but it's not HD, and I do apologise. But anyway, on with the show. It's a new year! It's 2014! No longer is it 2013, and I hope you guys had a very, 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 very drunken New Year's. If you'd like to see what I got up to on New Year's, you can click here to see very, very cringe-worthy drunken antics for about 15 minutes. Good video, check it out. Anyway, let's get straight into the first Toribash Replay Showcase of the year, and our first replay of the first show of the 2014 year is This Is All by Faint Black Cloud. And it's a great replay, fantastic replay to start off with, a lot going on, and a nice little hero pose at the end. Now, I'm going to go ahead and prefix this. Don't panic, I'm not going to say that I'm ill, it's my usual excuse, but for once I'm not. I actually just have a really bad ulcer in my mouth, which is making it hard to enunciate certain words. So you may notice that a couple of words will come out completely wrong, stuttered, or otherwise garbled up in my mouth. But other than that, I am at 100% ready to do this. Alright, so let's actually take a look what's happening in this replay. So we'll slow this one down to 30% and take a look. For those wondering about the current computer technical difficulty state of myself, I will talk more about that at the end. So, you got that sort of bifurcate, and then, wow, okay, I didn't notice that actually. That's kind of a really interesting shred there. Sorry, that sentence was supposed to be interesting shred. So I guess that kick just, the grab actually, sort of just demolishes what's left of Jeff, kind of spikes his little stump into the ground to break off what's left of his neck, and leaves his head rolling to the camera. Let's take a look at this from Jeff Cam, see what's going on. That is 4 on the keyboard, for anyone wondering. Press 4 to go to Jeff Cam, 3 to go to Tori Cam, for anybody wondering. A couple of people still ask that question every now and again. So, I think the spike is the interesting part here, which I think is coming... Nope, that spikes happen. This is hard. It's hard to see from Jeff Cam. You know, I mentioned this last year. I really do like spikes where it just kind of like, I don't know, slams a stump into the ground and breaks it off. Kind of hard to describe, but I'll try to get a good angle on it here. Oh, no, it's not. It's actually not a spike. I was banging on about it, but it's actually the kick there, I think. Hang on, let's take another look at that. And whoop, and kick. Yeah, definite kick. Although, I didn't really get a great angle on it. It was kind of covered. And kick. Yeah, that's definitely a kick. Very good replay. Totally forgot to disable chat, but we'll live with it. Our second replay for today is Fire Sun Lake Valley by Fire Sun. And another sort of faffy replay, but with a great payoff at the end. I am... It's awkward because faffy sounds like an insult, but I don't think it's a bad thing. It's funny. I do like the... just the unnecessary flips here. Like, he does 2 full 360 rotations before doing anything to Jeff. And I just like it so needlessly elaborate. It's great. And then a very interesting sort of canon of that body part there. Looks almost hacked, but what do I know? Literally nothing, so it's probably not. Just looks interesting. A lot of power. We'll try to slow that down and take a look at it. So, wow, okay. Alright, let's take a look at that throw there. Is it just a regular... No, I've stopped time. That's not great. Hang on, let's try and... So it's a sort of a clap, I guess. Does he clap it off? Maybe. It could just be a, like, sort of perfect angle to make the body kind of glitch out and go flying like that. Very interesting nonetheless. Now let's take a look at this in slow motion to finally see what's going on here. So you've got the, you know, as I mentioned, the sort of faffy spins, the overly elaborate faffy spins that I'm sure are very, very necessary to the replay, but just look so out of place. And then that sort of bifurcate punch kick combo, which I do like, gets a nice decap. And yeah, you know, you get the dick, grabs his dick and kicks his leg off. Not pleasant, but a great way to start the year. Oh, that even looks like a sort of bulgy set of testicles. Nah, I'm not happy anymore. Fuck this year. Fuck out all about 2014. This is horrible. Oh, and there goes a testicle. Alright, let's move along and go back up to normal speed. This is Analyze. Hypers, Analyzed by Hypers. This is a replay where he analyzes stuff. No idea what the name means there. It's just a really, really nice... So I guess a boom hit. I know people have tried to tell me in the comments what constitutes a boom hit, but, you know, Fuck it, that is. Changing the rules. That's the rule for 2014. I'm now just going to invent phrases that are the thing the person is doing on the screen. So it's a nice little bit of manipulation, or as we'll be calling it in 2014, move-datory. Nice little bit of move-datory there, and nope, there's the very powerful kick that just sort of shreds Jeff, leaves the bottom half of his body on the floor, and leaves the top half in pieces. Very, very nicely done. Let's move along to Santa hat. No, wait, no, that's a top hat and a Santa beard. This is shocking 90-degree kill by Shocky911. I was interested in this replay just because of the unique way he starts it. Extremely low gravity replay. Some would say that makes it easier. I would say makes it floatier. Sort of staying very neutral on that particular standpoint. But a nice, interesting replay. Gets a pretty cool decap on Jeff. I have a sneaky feeling it might look kind of interesting from Jeff Cam, so we'll take another look at that from Jeff Cam to see what's going on here. Just Santa flipping towards you and dunk. You give Santa a kiss. It's like gets kicked off and just give him a little kiss goodbye. Like, and mwah. You know what? When I first saw that, I thought he got a bit closer than he did. Still good. Very good. Again, low gravity replays are interesting because they can be a bit floaty, a little bit slow. This is certainly an example of that. I mean, the replay's cool, gets a nice bit of destruction on Jeff, but it is a bit slow because of the gravity. That would be what I generally say about low gravity replays, although we have had some very, very good low gravity replays, and this is a good low gravity replay in of itself. So let's see it one more time and then move along. That, by the way, that gargle of words was supposed to be in of itself, not in of itself. So, yeah, you can blame the ulcer for that. So this is hashtag up, exclamation mark, hashtag $, exclamation mark, percentage kicks by buildings. And no, I'm not going to do that every time. Now, I'll be perfectly honest, this replay, suspicious, and if anybody brings up the fact that I'm discriminating against skinless players in the comments, I will remove your fucking account from YouTube. God, I'm sick of hearing that. But yeah, this is a suspicious replay, but you know, you gotta take the chances. I'll probably talk more on that in the end. By buildings. But it's a cool replay, so whomever made it, hopefully it was buildings, but if not, whoever made it, very, very, very cool replay. We'll take a look at it one more time and then move swiftly along. Nice bifurcate kick, sort of downward decap, and then a messy-ish roll away, but does leave it with a nice, I did not notice the prance. I gotta see that again. I had not seen the prancer. That's fucking great. That is a great sort of mince walk to a cock kick on Jeff. Fantastic. Alright, this is 3.5 Deox by Deoxa. I assume it said that. And this is a sort of fairly interesting replay. This is just a really, really good throw, I guess. It's not nothing too special, just a really, really long throw that I imagine took quite a while to set. Well, shit. Okay, so I guess this is a mod where you kind of throw bomb hands, or maybe you have control over that. I don't know. Somebody post the name of this mod in the comments. It looks interesting. Alright, so yes, this is a thing that is occurring on screen. I don't really have much else to say about that. It's a nice throw, you know, that's sort of the reason I put it in. I didn't notice the explosion at the end. Yeah, that's a nice throw. Hey kid, catch, and then thanks dude, or bro, or whatever he says. Thanks bro. We're gonna move along. I don't understand. Okay, so this is Jack Succeeds by me. And this is a replay that I felt bad about my laser survival failure. So I thought I'd spend the Christmas break just practicing laser survival. So this is a replay by me and no one else of me doing very, very awesome laser moves. I mean, obviously, look at me there. That's fucking fantastic. I've gotten so good. It's all in the hat, guys. It's that hat. It's magic. It just makes me great at this game. I dodge all the lasers. Jeff's fucked. Jeff can't step to shit. Just me flipping all over the place. Only me and me alone. No, obviously, this is a joke. This replay is by Pox. He sent it in like this with, I guess, /LP 100, whichever one does the first story, as me instead. I don't know, Pox apparently wanted to do something kind and send a replay with me doing something awesome instead of himself. But yes, this replay is obviously by Pox. I'm making a joke. I did actually wonder what would happen if I submitted a stolen replay to the show. Like, if I put a replay in the show claiming it was mine when it so clearly wasn't. I'd like to see the comments for that, but the hate wouldn't be worth it. Alright, moving along to, I think our last replay. Nope. See, I stopped myself. This is Leg Clamps 2 by Medic 0014. Certainly not the most fluid replay, but you know I'm very fond of sort of backwards leg kicks. Was that what I was calling them last year? Hard to really say. We'll let this one play through and slow it down because that That sort of split kick there is kind of swift. I think there's a skeet. Was that a skeet? Looked like a skeet. We'll see if it's a skeet when we slow it down. All right, so let's go to 30% as we normally do, or 30x. So you got the bifurcate upper kick sort of thing, and then I like that clamp. I like the clamp. The clamp's awesome. It's a really cool, like, sort of back, like a scissors. It's like a scissors kick, but he's also contracting his knees. And, yeah, there was a skeet. Although it was more of a skeet drop than a throw, but that's still cool. We'll take a look at this one more time at normal speed. Yeah, cool replay. Very much like the leg clamps. The leg clamps, obviously, considering you named the replay after them, are clearly the main attraction here, and it's awesome because of that. Okay, so now we have, again, not our last replay for today, but I'm getting better. More power, work in progress, 4.5, boom hit, 1.5 by Spartacraft. That needs a shorter name. This is a boom hit. Now I know that. Or what do they call it? Hitadotori. This is a Hitadotori, 1.5, and it's cool. It's a nice boom hit. I'm sure with a bit of tweaking, you can probably get that. Again, it's a work in progress, and what seems to be pretty common on this show is I try to comment on work in progresses, even though I know fuck all about anything. I think this kick probably would look a bit better if it hit sort of a little bit lower on the body to get a bifurcate instead of an armpit kick, although Morgan would be very, very proud of that. Gets a nice decap too. Pretty nice decap. I kind of want to see this from Tori. Fuck me. I wanted to see this from Jeff Cam, but that looks boom. That looks pretty great from Jeff Cam. Obviously, this is a work in progress, but a nice one nonetheless. I'm sure we'll see the final version soon enough. And let's move on to our last replay for today. Yes, it actually was the last fucking replay. Curtain. Fatty Complete Chaos by Fatman680. Now, I'm going to talk about this replay, but I do have a lot to say as it is a new year. Now, this replay, yeah, fine, totally fine replay. But this replay, when I first saw it, I knew I had to just put it in for Jeff Cam. Because that uppercut, that sort of like upper pop cut thing here is going to look awesome. You just know this is going to look awesome. And I can't wait to see it. So, and boom! Oh, yes, that is a punch. That is a... That's fantastic. Let's see it from Tori Cam as well, just because we can. And boom! Kind of obscured, but still gets the power. You can still see the power. This is fantastic. And boom! Very, very cool. So I'll let this one play in the background, as it is the first video of the year. There is kind of a lot to talk about, so I'm going to ramble on for a couple of minutes, if you don't mind. Long story short, about the computer technical difficulties, they have not been resolved. This is sort of filmed in advance and sort of not. I mean, it's filmed after Christmas, if that makes you feel any better. Sort of found a workaround, but it's certainly not a permanent solution, so I'm filming a couple of episodes of this show and a few others while I still can. But the technical... Take two. The technical difficulties will be resolved by our 2-year anniversary, which is the 18th of January. So get giddy for that. We're going to do a big celebration to celebrate our 2-year anniversary of Man on Fire Films. That's the 18th of January. It's only a couple of weeks, so we've filmed everything up till then, and the technical difficulties will, mark my words, will be resolved by then. But as I said in that emergency update video, which I'm sure most of you have seen, some shows will suffer, such as Overgrowth Mod Spotlight. I'll also make another update, but I figured I'd mention it here. Secondly, as I mentioned at the start of the video, we posted a New Year's video, which is just me filming the party that we all threw. You can see exclusive clips of John and drunken antics and me just completely embarrassing myself. If you like cringe, go watch it. It's fun. And yeah, I think that's it. We also did some Christmas videos, which you guys should go watch. Oh yeah, on the subject of skinless replays, I've mentioned this many, many times in this show, but I feel like I should bring it up every now and again just so that people can see it. People like to comment that I shouldn't discriminate against skinless replays, because I always say that when a really, really good replay is submitted by somebody who doesn't have textures, I always say it's suspicious. That's because it is. No one who's invested loads and loads of time into their character and got loads and loads of textures is going to start submitting stolen replays and get a bad reputation as somebody who steals replays. Not just on this show, but in general, across the board in the game, no one wants to do that. Whereas somebody who doesn't have textures, has no reason to save the account, has really nothing to lose, or people will sometimes create new accounts to submit stolen replays from. So I have to be suspicious of skinless replays. But on the flip side of that, obviously some people only play single player and therefore have no way of getting TC and no way of getting textures, and they could be very, very, very good at single player. That is the exact reason why I still put in the suspicious replays, even though I acknowledge it's suspicious. But I flat out guarantee, there may not be comments this time because I've mentioned it, but next week or the week after I'll say the same thing and we'll still get those comments. So if you want to be my best friend, if you really do want to be upgraded from person who watches the videos to best friends, if you see someone commenting that I shouldn't discriminate against skinless replays, either link them to this video or explain it to them yourself, and you will be my bestest buddy in the whole world. And last but not least, For those of you who missed our Christmas extravaganza video podcast, we're having a kind of giveaway to earn a free signed piece of merchandise exclusively from us that will cost you nothing. There'll be a link in the description that'll link to the specific part of the video where we talk about the giveaway, so if you'd like to enter, go ahead, go have a look at that. It's very, very simple, and you could stand a chance of winning something very cool. Anyway, I've been Jack Morris from Man on Fire Films. I hope you all had a really, really good New Year, and onwards with 2014, which, mark my words, will be the year of Jack. It's going to be great. We have some massive, massive plans for 2014 with Man on Fire. It's hashtag Year of Jack, guys, and I can't wait. So please comment, like, subscribe, and favorite, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye, guys. Bye.